Well, hey there, Techno Tree. And very painted on huh. That looks really strange. And that looks really neat. And I think robots are gonna come find me. Come and get me. I'm ready. That's a bit seizure-y. The flashing on the screen. God damn, that is a lot of incoming attacks at the beginning of a turn. I want to calm down a little bit. I miss being able to make everyone go crazy. That was very useful back when I had that ability. Blarr. Please tank. For the love of God, please tank. Party is surviving for the moment. Ba-doom. That is an effective attack. Oop. Clean that up. There we go. I do still have my life leech equipped, right? Yeah. Lifesteal important. Is there a plant in... I think one of the branches I'm supposed to get is inside that. Definitely on the map, as if it's inside the tree. Copper branch, yeah. How? Oh, right, because we're looking for the axe of the Iron Breaker. And the wine cellar. We got places to do. There we go. It's a little weird to have an item like that where the majority of the instances does this qualify as a secret, really? It's a door I found, and I'm using a key that I needed to have in order to get this far. It just feels weird.
You dare confront me?
Their standard of secret feels slightly weird right now. No need to heal right now. Bloop, 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 bloop. Ah, that's a lot of damage. That really is a lot of damage. Oh, one down. Oh, so much for that taunt. Hey, double attack. Little agility helmet. Took some damage, but not so bad. What is this? Row item.
Hidden by a forest spell, there lies a special wishing well.
Why does that sound so familiar?
You recognize it too? Interesting.
That's a risky maneuver if I put the wrong one in there. I think I remember this riddle though. Might have been at the beginning even. The first, yep, it's the first one. Hidden by a forest spell that lies a special wishing well. It seeks a crown of copper make. Great treasures, they say, are at stake. By now I face my greatest plight, shielded from the Sun King's light. Will one day I escape this cell? Will I find you, wishing well?
Hidden by a forest spell, there lies a special wishing well.
Why does that sound so familiar?
You recognize it too? Interesting.
And crown. The boots of Gonsul. So it was all set up for the boots of a particular set. No, he can't wear them? How unfortunate. He only has 24 intelligence, so he straight up can't even use the rest of the set. This would take him to 3 pieces, right? Because he's got the amulet, he's got the hood. Oh, he doesn't have the agility for this thing that he still has equipped? Must have changed something out. I'm not even close to being able to use these boots, which would give me 10 more intelligence. Might ultimately be something for you. You've got tons of wisdom and intelligence and so on, but I feel like I looked at the items and was a little concerned that it might be a downgrade. Ooh. These boots give you 4 intelligence right now and 2 agility. 2 defense. So like this one item's clearly an upgrade over the other one, and that at least it gives me more intelligence and other stuff. So I can justify that. What about these other pieces, though? It's not bad. Lose 2% defense and 1 intelligence, but gain 10 wisdom. Because of the set bonus, mainly. This one's a little rougher. It is a net gain of intelligence when I wear both of them. But it's a little rough though. I might give it a go. Since he's not gonna be able to wear the set. So now she's got 10 more intelligence and 10 more wisdom. It's hopefully overall a net bonus. Next piece of the set will give me 10% reduced energy cost, and the next one will give me reduced cooldown, so it should be pretty badass. Alright, well now you need sets desperately. Even the in-game mechanics are like, yeah, intelligence is better than wisdom. Wisdom plus 52. Plus 13 and plus 52. This seems a tad odd to me. Oh well. Alright, we've converted over to the set because my other caster cannot use the set at all. So it'll go to waste entirely. Hopefully I end up liking it more than Rekka, a set that I almost immediately replaced, and I'm like, alright, well, that was a fun idea. But the ramp up and hype, which lasted longer than the usefulness. Unequal damage, but it worked. Not a lot of need to taunt right now. To some extent, I think the downside of even having I think my thing about these grid-based dungeon crawlers is that the exploration
Gaining power with each fight.
is the interesting part for me. Check out this new map. Let's wander around these places, find the secrets, find the mandatory stuff, navigate and all that. And so kind of one of the appeals of Grimrock was the fact that the combat was just this weird rapid-fire arcadey thing.
Try this path until we get the boots.
Which kind of had two benefits. One was that it was snappier and faster and let you get back to navigating the environment faster. But also, it had the benefit of the fact that the combat took place in the environment, which made the environment more relevant throughout the game. Whereas when I do a fight like this, the environment I'm in is completely irrelevant. Just like in JRPGs. But in particular, the thing about turn-based combat is that I find that almost every single, not even almost, every single game I've ever played that uses that style pretty much inevitably involves me falling into a routine. Which as a Let's Player, then I'm like, well, there's not much to talk about because I'm pretty much just clicking the same buttons every time I get into a fight. But even as a game player, I just am not making quite as many interesting decisions as I could be. Which makes it a little disappointing. Whereas one of the upsides of Grimrock's approach, which some people take issue with because of I think they just didn't like the controls or the weirdness of doing real-time combat and stuff. But one of the upsides to me was the fact that every single individual fight you got into could be recontextualized in the environment. So it's like the Dark Souls approach of what was so good about that is that Dark Souls had fantastic pacing and you would fight enemies. Every time you encountered the same enemies, they'd be reinvented into some kind of new context, inevitably. So that you weren't just doing the same. You were never doing the same fight over and over again in Dark Souls. If you ever encountered the same enemies more than once, which was common, then you would inevitably be facing said enemies in a context where the situation around you has changed. Now they're in a different room where the layout changes the fight, or the group of enemies changes the fight, and so on. Whereas when I play a lot of turn-based RPGs, I find that very often I'll fight the exact same enemies, and the room won't affect the fight because the room isn't part of the fight at all. And on top of that, the enemies themselves, much like this, are largely just repeating. It's basically the same grouping of enemies in the same formation, the same pack of 5, over and over again. Which makes it not the most interesting thing to fight, because you just kind of be like, oh, if I see this, then I do this, becomes your reaction. So instead of being attentive and pressured and engaged, you're more in the busy work state of mind, I would say.
Should have stayed home.
I do need to heal though, because while I was saying all this, I did get in a little trouble. I think it's just because I didn't heal between fights correctly. There we go. Click. I'm not meaning to necessarily go out of my way to complain about the game. It's just more that I'm definitely feeling the sameness. I was kind of already feeling the... It didn't spike up till I got here. Maybe it's the lag. There was a little bit of lag when I came down here. Okay, nope. I'm not... What is happening? Did the rules for these change? They used to spike when I was approaching them, and now they're spiking when I step on them? That was odd. There we go. I've got healing though. What is happening here? I think there's some sort of latency weirdness going on. My scroll speed as I move my mouse around is changing from moment to moment for some reason. And the... Weird. Yeah, that's how they worked before, where there's like a lag now? Okay. Is this a secret? I guess so. There that goes activating again. Ah, there it. Okay, so that's what I took up in the first place. Right, so I need to take each of the slides. As I was saying, I admittedly was already kind of getting tired of this enemy layout and environment a moment ago, and then we found out the next zone was more of the same environment and enemies. And I'm like, oh, the robot guys. Alright. Cool. They're back. We're getting a lot of secret experience right now. As we check out each of the surprise places, which even coming up here in the first place was considered a secret. So this is like a branching network of secrets. Secret's a strong thing to call it, though. Huh. Must be interesting to evade. Ah! Okay. Does approaching them make them reverse direction?
Don't look at me. I don't have that key.
Ah. Well, we need that. Yep. Stepping on it makes it reverse direction. Ta-da! Alright, so we'll have to keep an eye out for that. Got another copy of that skull. Armor? The apprentice's robe. Ooh. More intelligence, more wisdom, and more energy. Current robe gives me no bonus energy. This one gives me more. Damn. So her energy meter is getting monstrously large at this point. We finished the fire tree and the ice tree. I could start this tree, especially since I probably should. I'm getting an armor set where that makes this entire tree free. They're just not very great. This frost one's neat. Like, this is a relatively weak AoE that does do a silence. This is a terrible heal. And this is, yeah. Cast fear on one enemy, when normally I can cast it everywhere. I don't know if I really want to go down this whole tree just for this. The main benefit's probably that this gives you +1 to everything, so like the passive of this tree is pretty nice. And I could be using the set bonus to cast this for free, I guess. My my intelligence meter is getting high. Or my energy points meter. Yeah, these are just intelligence and wisdom modifiers. It's pretty tame. So the +1 to all makes some sense. So I'll do that, and I have it's out of 3, so I have to buy all 3 of these no matter what. Yeah, all right. What's new? Oh, Dark Aura. Your underworld skills now have a 30% fear chance, just all of them. That further makes the specified fear one kind of pointless. It's not pointless, it's just single target feels underwhelming when I have so many multi-target fears, and extra underwhelming now that I'm in a zone full of dudes that freaking I'm now in a zone full of dudes that have been immune to mind effects for 2 zones now. Just makes me bummed out. 50 agility. Damn. Oh, it makes you grounded. And thief boots if you need that agility. That's a lot of initiative too. Do you need those? %7 evasion, 7 initiative. You can't evade though, so that doesn't apply. But the initiative's nice. Oh wait, you would be able to evade because you'd lose the grounded stat. 7% evasion is probably better. It's probably better than 7% armor. Does something else he's wearing make him lose evasion though? I feel like I did that already. No? Oh, minus 5% evasion is right there. So that's a little rough. But there's 3 initiative right there. With this, he might have the highest initiative now. 60, 70. Nope, he still has the slowest evasion or initiative of the party, even with plus 10. Damn. That's how it goes, I suppose. Increases his evasion by 7.7%. Going from negative 4.3 to 3. Still, it's not great. It's already negative. Yeah, I don't know. The game is certainly convinced that it's a bonus. I mean, the 7% armor seems pretty nice. God, he really does have garbage initiative. I can still use the bonus initiative to try to get him to act before the enemies. Maybe. I don't know. Oh. That's interesting. Insight on how the game runs. They'll stop spinning the moment you go into this camera angle. The moment you open the map, their spinning animation pauses, which seems to cause them to stop spinning on that screen too.
Gunsel also informed me that Hadur knows more of this quest than he leads on. He's been watching since the lake. I do not know what that means.
I might.
You've been watching us from the stars, but you never knew what was happening at the lake? Castle. Portal. Forest. Giant tree. Woods. Water castle. Coffin.
I think we have another test on our hands from Hodor. One of our memory. Do these portraits seem eerily familiar?
Yeah.
Yoshka and Mezai, you'll know what I mean the best.
Yes, I see what you mean.
Oh, yeah. Me too. Obvious.
It's almost certainly the journey up until now. The problem is... 3 of these are forests. Oh, copper forest painting. That's more specific. Oh, the world tree, the copper forest, and the forest. Okay. So forest... forest led to the portal, which led to the tomb painting, which led to the desolate fortress, which led to the world tree, which led to here.
There's a proper order here.
Did I do it? Did I just get hurt?
There's a proper order here.
Am I getting hurt? I can't tell. What's that gold effect? Is that the good? Is that good? No? Isn't that the sunken castle painting? Maybe I'm missing these 2 up.
There's a proper order here.
Yeah. There's proper order here. Because we were in the sunken castle. Then we went to the dark forest. Went to the portal that was in the lake. Which took us to the tomb. Wait. That wasn't a portal. Tomb.
There's a proper order here.
There we go. They were talking about the other portal.
Yes, I see it.
It was the lack of sharp-toothed vegetation that threw me.
Yeah, it throws me off a little bit. There was three foresty tiles, 2 castle type tiles, and there was 2 things that I encountered that were kind of like a portal, but no. I guess, yeah, that was I think the lake opened up like the Moses story, and then it was a staircase to an actual physical door, not a portal. And so that would have been, this would have been the weird ritual portal I opened that took me to the world tree, I think. Yeah. Gotcha. Let's do the same fight again. Oh, yeah.
I see no threat in you.
Do the monkey with me. I can't be the only one that's thinking of Johnny Bravo every single time. No! You killed her. Now this fight's gonna take way longer. Oh, we're out of energy. That's not good. Let's get that tanking done. She's dead, but I don't know if I don't think I want to use my revive. It's just a random fight. It doesn't really feel worth it to use the revive here. So let's just kind of flail at them for a bit. Here comes the bear. I can't recharge energy of the party because he doesn't have enough energy. So let's work on that. I guess my summon has become a rock elemental. It's hard to appreciate the fact that she has a summon where the summon scales with what level I am and keeps changing what it is, because I never see it as a character model, and I can never really directly appreciate what it's doing during a fight. And just generally speaking, I don't really know what it did. Just make sure you're dead. One less source of damage. It doesn't have any animations or audio or anything. There we go. And because this game doesn't have a text feed or any kind of notification of what's happening on the screen, I can't really appreciate if my summon has like any special abilities or tricks or what his stats are like. It just kind of quietly takes an extra turn for a moment and an attack happens. And maybe it'll hit. Yay. He'll be dead soon. Oh, there he goes. You killed my friend. That wasn't very nice. That wasn't very nice at all. Hey, they both leveled up.